In the air to right, and he did it again!
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow.
Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast, Clash Season 3, TRIFORCE Invitational, Week 5, plus a makeup game. But before we get into it, we have a lot of information to kind of let you guys know. So let's go to the Discord to give you that update. Breaking news. Are we safe? White man loses job. Mexican-Cuban takes over. And here's the problem. West Day from the TRIFORCE Invitational has had to step away, and to replace him is a Mexican-Cuban that has taken over. Are we safe? White men losing their jobs all over the place. Let's see how she handles the tournament, right? Interesting spot. But we do have some trades, and we have some free agencies. Let's check those out. Okay, once again, here it goes. So we have, again, this one I missed from last week. Again, cut was Clemens, signed Phoenix. Remember, Phoenix was originally a regular Joe, cut and signed Wang, and now she's back on a roster right there. And we have our first trade alert. Celica, again, replaced West Day, is going to receive Chris and trading Annie to SmokeyBear. So interesting moves here as we can go check the standings real quick in the TRIFORCE. SmokeyBear 8-0, Marco 5-1, Yay.Area 5-1, regular Joe 4-2, Nightsight 4-4. West Day is here. That is now going to be Celica, as West Day has some, whatever issues. You can't play a game, whatever, fine. And Jundeo, Sean Schulte, and Dr. Jacques. There'll be some made-up games played this week. There was a missed game last week. Let's check that schedule. As mentioned before, the Celica regular Joe games will be made up right now. They'll be the first ones. And then following, I don't know who should be going next. I don't know. Either way, we're just going to random order because not really a lot. I think, got it. I think SmokeyBear, right? He is rocking right there at 8-0. So I think he has the bye week this week. That's tough. The best player. So we're gonna look at regular Joe as the bye week. So SmokeyBear and Yay.Area will be the last games. The rest of them can be whatever. So let's go ahead and get to series number 1, which is the makeup game, Celica and regular Joe. And here we go. Celica versus regular Joe. Again, Celica taking over a 2-2 record, where regular Joe, I believe, is 4-2. So he has a bye week this week, but this is a replacement from week 4, right? So makeup game, as West Day wasn't able to perform, right? A little soft down there. So now Celica comes through and takes over. And as we can see, we have a little bit of a cursor here. So this is an interesting perspective, as we can figure out that Celica is using a mouse. So very interesting. There's no cheating in this, right? You don't have to be on your phone. You can be a tablet, computer, whatever, right? You want to tape like a strike zone, you could do that too. But right now, she's pitching. So either way, there's no one getting angry about this as of yet. We'll find out after these videos. But I don't think that should be too much of a problem. You still got to see ball, hit ball, using a mouse to kind of control doesn't do much. It is what it is. But regular Joe trying to get some dubs, and up the middle. All right, starting out pretty well. 2 on here. Nobody out. All right, again, newly acquired Wang. All right, again, we didn't get to see Wang last week because, again, of the rescheduling, and now a pullout, right, and a put in, right? And Wang comes through, the Wang gang. All right, Jiro coming and saving the day on that. Remember, this is all level 9 baseball action here. in the Triforce era. Celica not doing great here in the top of the ninth inning as regular Joe putting on a show. Got a lot of speed on the base pass as big fat man Andre 3000 coming in. Walks in the run here. No place to put him, people. Again, Roger, not the ideal pitcher he used to be, right? A lot of people go through changes, and that's a gapper. And Roger used to be the most dominant pitcher in this game at one point. Him and Mueller both. 3-0 regular Joe looking like Super Joe. And Celica not showing a great debut here. Hopefully this is not things to come, right? But no outs in sight as staying put that top corner. Again, that people like to go in on lefties in that spot thinking it's hard, but, 4 straight balls or hammer time. Just don't throw a first pitch strike and you'll be okay. But bases loaded, still no outs. Again, throws the first pitch strike. Living life on the edge. Goes back there, not working out. Level 9 Roger, not really intimidating, but gets them to pop out there. Oscar. And you want to keep it here. Get a double play ball. It'll be great. Hanzo up to bat. And regular Joe trying to get to that 5-2 record as he goes into his bye week in week 5. So again, this is a makeup for week 4. All right. Walked in Hanzo. Come on. What's going on? And it keeps on going. The hit parade keeps it coming around the mountain. When she comes, remember, so what happens here in the Triforce, unlike Platinum or Emerald, right? 2 pitchers, 10 people, 10-person lineup, right? And you got to switch pitchers. So Roger coming out of the gates looking weak. And double play ball. Picked it up. Not a bad idea there. Slow Matthew runner. Get a little game of pickle. Okay. Celica, bottom of the ninth, down by 5. Can she find a way? Get it in there, right? Down 5. Murdoch. All right. Annie. Wait a minute. So I guess the trade was already made for week 5 that would have been an error. Game kind of, that's a ball. Yep. Swinging at that. Speed, though. Speed. You don't want to do that. Regular Joe will do that all day. All right. You got to get a couple bloop bloops. Bloop, 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 bloop. Good eye. Get some walks on your side as well. And Murdoch. That ball's coming slow at level 9. 3-0 count. That's ball 4. Oh, my. Played the game. Gave him a green light. That is not what you want to see. Down to the last out here. And regular Joe is getting the job donezo. And Johnson, 3-0 count. Gotta keep it. Get strike. Way to keep it going. Way to keep it going. And the idea is take it batter by batter, right? You got to get some in there. You don't want to get when you're down by 5. One of the worst things you could do is get a couple early home runs because you get those like first, maybe back-to-back solo home runs, or maybe a home run and a 2-run home run, whatever it is. You want to get those bloopers in, right? You don't want to get those big doubles because again, the game kind of finds a way to neuter you a little bit. As that's the way you want to do it. You want to slowly get back into it. Bases loaded, 2 outs now. No die. That's a ball. All right, good eye. And again, just like that, you're a bloop and a blast away. A bloop and a blast away. 3-0 count, nowhere to put them. And there's the blast. But now, this is the thing. This is the thing. You get the grand slam, and again, can you get a grand slam and then can you back it up with a solo shot or a couple more hits? Again, in the 9th inning, there's I feel that there's a certain amount of hits that they're going to let you get. Coming back from 5 is doable, but is it when you give up, start getting too many hits going a little bit too quickly? All right. And a grand slam is kind of a rally killer in my eyes, right? Because now there's nobody on base and you can kind of relax a little bit. And this could do it. Ibrahimovic. All right. Game 1 done. Fell, brought it back, but let's go. All right, here we go. Regular Joe finishing up his week 4 as they switch pitchers, right? And again, Sell made it a game, down 5-0 in that first one, but made it a game. And now regular Joe's perspective going to Caroline. This will complete week 4, where now Sell takes a 2-3 record, trying to get back to that 500 spot. Again, 9 teams in the TRIFORCE Invitational top 6 make the playoffs, and it's a longer season, right? 24 games. So the first half-ish kind of is double, it's a double game, and then we go into the last 8. They are, just whoever has the higher record or whatever it is. But 24 games in this season, quite a bit of games. Interesting way to do it. Again, still 10-person roster, level 9s. Interesting kind of concept here. But again, Caroline walking. A lot of good, decent plate discipline by these two players. As you can see, it's Bombsicle Johnson. Rock hard. Johnson launches it. That's the money shot, people. 3-0. Sell puts on the early pressure here, and Oscar gets it going. And there it is. All right, 3-0. And again, you saw like regular Joe can get his runs as well. So you got to get the runner in motion, able to get the out. Double play. Level 9 is crazy slow. All right, but still getting that Johnson bomb. Right now, going to Luna. So Roger to Luna, not a bad mix here, as regular Joe likes to not have, as you guys can see, not have any stats or any bars open. Not a fan of that. I don't know why you would do that, but preference. That's why it's there, people. You can do whatever you want. As he goes Oppo Neville, potential double to hit too hard for one of the faster people in the game. That's kind of annoying. Opposite field to the wall, down the line, and you can only get a single with one of the That's how you know this game is kind of broken, right? That's a double every day, all day, right? 1-2 count. And Cell got to be attack the zone, but also, regular Joe's batter's eye doing pretty well so far. Strike 3. As I say it, not a good one on cue. All right, Wang Gang, perfect timing. Get Wang in there. One of the batters that you got to have. Da-da-da. Good eye. 3-0 count. Get the tying run to the plate. Yep, there it is. You're in slam range. Tying run in Andre coming to the plate. This is trouble. Double play ball as well if you can get him to roll over it. Hey, got one. You got 2. There it is. Called it on cue. Nice split. Let's go to the series 1 for week 5. All right, here we go. Sean Schulte versus Marco. And Marco, we know, has been playing like hot garbage as of late. No recording this week for both of his accounts. That's kind of lazy. We don't want that, right? But Sean needs to find a way to get some wins here, as both these games will be in his perspective. Rock and Riley. Game 1 here. Sean's 1-7 on the season. Marco's 1-5-1. right? So Marco much better here in the TRIFORCE Invitational, as that is unfortunate. Is that Marco rocking Maria leading off? That's an interesting strategy. Against Sean, you can do anything really. Any strategy you want to try when you're facing Sean is a good time to try, right? Just throwing it out there, but it worked out here as Wilson with the throwing error. But it goes again, just drinking water, boys and girls. Sunday, early evening, cannot afford to do this, but all I know is if you watch the Emerald video this week, a lot of short games. These games seem to be long because there's terrible hitting. Oh man, terrible hitting, man. I wish these guys would get these games done on like a Saturday. By that, I mean swung at a ball, but still able to get it in. And of course, Sean does not understand the game, right? Now, Sean giving up one run usually means the game's over. Usually, maybe not this time, but still, get the lead runner, and he doesn't do it again. He's not making the right decision, not checking the runner. Level 9. Just wait a split second extra. A ball hit back to the pitcher? Come on. These are fundamental baseball moves here, right? Don't throw home when the runner's already more than halfway home, unless you have a cannon of an arm, which none of these guys do. Really, it's not Duran in there. And another pitch out of the zone, but Marco lets him know about it. Yeah. Not good swings. Sean is giving up the early runs. And again, Marco's forte, get those runners in motion, but swings through it. So Marco gets the early runs in, just what you need. Can Sean find a way? Let's see if he can swing at some good strikes here. No. Close ball, 50-50, but not good enough. And swinging at garbage again. If Marco throws too many strikes in this and then Sean comes back, I'm just going to be like, why? Just why is my thoughts. Why? All right. Good job, Sean. Taking 2 balls. This is where he usually takes a strike down the plate somewhere. All right. Now he would usually swing at this next pitch out of the zone. But Marco throws a pitch down the pipe and Sean does what he's supposed to and hits it. Again, Sean is swinging 100%. That's Marco's fault right there. Now, Sean has the tying run come to the plate. There you go. Okay, now if Marco's smart, he'll throw a ball here. All right, threw a strike and just missed it. The auto bat fails him again. All right, down to the last outs, but still a tough hitter with tying run ability. Don't throw a fastball in the zone. Good eye. That's where you come up a little bit. Out of the zone, though. Nope. Good eye again. Do not throw a pipe. Don't pipe a fastball. All right. 3-0 count. Interesting dilemma here. Just walked him. All right. Winning run comes to the plate in King. That's where you got to be a 389 with King. Give me a break. Playing with fire here. Sean is getting patient because he's not even really close. That last pitch was kind of close, but not really. Yeah, Sean should just wait for a money strike here. There you go. You don't need to swing a 3-0 there. Now, don't just swing it willy-nilly here. Give yourself an opportunity. There it is. Up the middle it goes. Oh. All right, and smart move, not sending the runner. Don't need to do that. Big Willie Styles all in it. 157 contact. 2 outs, bases loaded. It's a good opportunity. Sean's got to wait for that pitch. Don't just get overzealous here. A good chance of getting win number 2 if you can just be a little patient. Marco trying to go 6-1 on the season. 3-1 count. Nowhere to put him. Sean, there you go. Disciplined approach. There you go. Nice job. Marco's working, man. And is afraid. This is what happens when you're an auto bat. You got to throw somewhere strikes. You got to be in this. Okay. This is a pitiful performance. This is Sean. Wow, walked him again, dude. Marco, just fucking attack this. You're 5-1, dude. The point is getting to the playoffs. You're playing a guy who can't really hit worth shit, and you're not attacking the zone. You're afraid to throw strikes here. Sean, you got to throw a couple strikes for Sean to swing at the crappy ones, right? There you go. That's my whole point right there. Throw a couple shitty ones. So you got to throw strikes to get him to swing at the garbage ones. Have you not watched Sean play? But good job, Sean. Credit all to you on this one. Marco throwing straight up hot garbage and Sean taking advantage, right? Making it easy for him. 2-2. Marco's swinging that garbage triple play ball. Got to get two there. There you go. This is Sean's game all the way, in my opinion. Marco does not deserve to win this game. And there it goes. He'll be coming around that mountain when she comes. He'll be coming around that mountain when she comes. Didn't take off. Level 9. You got Christine with wheels. Up to the bat. You got to take off there. I don't really care what happens. And now you just put yourself in a crappy position. Dude, you got to know yourself also. You suck at hitting. You got a gapper with someone with wheels at level 9. And you got nobody in the infield with a really strong arm. Wait, was that Durant? That was Durant. But Willie caught the ball. Okay. That was never mind. That was not Durant. You had Durant. That was Willie. So this is Sean's game to win here. He swung at a strike. Can't get mad at it. Just pitcher on pitcher crime. Smith back up there. Strike. Oh my, Sean. Little early, a little trigger happy. Strike. Down the pipe. Sean's going to get the win. Well deserved. That was terrible playing all around by Marco. Did not deserve that one. Good job, Sean. Go to game 2. There we go. Quick out there. Switching it up. Again, Sean is leading off this one. Good job, Sean. Going 2-7 on the season. Again, Sean has a good opportunity here, possibly to win game 2, but at one, self-admitting, he does not do well, against anybody, but he doesn't like Taro. So let's see if Marco can get back on track. 5-2 on the season for him now. And a lot of sloppy baseball, but yeah, Marco's last game, bad pitching, bad hitting all around, not taking advantage of his typical aggressive base stealing ability or taking the extra base. But Marco needs to find a way to kind of regroup here because he does have an opportunity to do well. Again, in this Triforce, it's first place only gets the dollar bills, right? That's it. First place only gets the dinero, right? The mucho dinero. A winner take all tournament, right? More like how it's supposed to be, right? That's strike. I'm swinging. Yeah, I'm wrong also. Right? 2-2 count here, top of the 9th inning, game 2, and he let it go. That's the Sean we know and love. Swing at the ball, let the strike go by. Swing it. Hey, auto bat failed, and that cursor wasn't on it. A little late on it. Whoop! Gets it through. 50-50 ball, but makes the contact needed. All right. Got the big boppers coming up, I believe. Wilson is up. Can Sean find a way? That's a strike. Oh, my God. That's the Marco pitching style we like to see. Yep. Let the strike go by. Swing at the garbage pitch. That's the Sean Forte. That's the Sean we know and love. Now, Sean rocking the J. Rocking with J. And that's kind of why the pitcher's up because he got Shitaro leading off. Just need one. Swinging at garbage again. Man, oh man, dude. What is up with this Terrible swinging. Like Marco can't make a video, has too many notifications popping up, getting sad about the notifications popping up, can't make his videos, tired of seeing him swing like crap, but has an opportunity. Way off the plate, man. Way off the plate. 0-2 count. Sean. Giving him a strike. Changeup comes through. 2 outs. Quick 2 outs. Chadwich. Right. This is a benefit for Chad here because 2 breaking ball pitches. So to the window, to the wall. Long single. Long single. But again, you got to like that. You know when a breaking ball pitcher comes up, you're going to see a little bit more of that breaking ball action from Chad and the fastball. Now we have Hammer. Man, dude, swinging at first pitch. Sean is not a first pitch strike thrower typically. A little overzealous in this bottom of the 9th inning. Swinging it again. That's going to bloop in there, though, probably. Yep. Getting rewarded for swinging at garbage. But contact power does it for you. Rosa coming up. Can we find a way? And nope, can't find a way. All right, top of the 10th inning. Sean's got to put some work in here, man. I would love to see Sean back in the playoffs, finding a way because it was last season, the Star Carnival, right? And that's what you want. Marco over attacking, gonna get the run in. There you go, Sean. Put the pressure on. Again, a lot of stupidness last season in the Star Carnival. It was a double elimination tournament. Didn't work out the way we wanted. A lot of people quit. They revamped it, made it more of a season, right? I kind of like it this way. Kind of like the fact you got to use 2 pitchers. And he keeps the hit parade going. Is he going to send him? He's sending him. And easy money. Sean doing it again. Right? There you go, Sean. Again, Sean made his way to the championship match last season, even though he didn't play great. But he got there, and he did decent in the championship. Not a good one there. Double play ball, potentially. No one's covering first. Not good. Pitcher got to cover. Doesn't cover. 1 out. Runners in the corners. Can Sean get to that so important 3rd run? Good eye there. Again, as much as I like talking crap about Sean's terrible play, if he can get to the championship, you got to give the man props. And being 1-7, still a lot of baseball left. Got to find a way to kind of just fight and get to the top 6. All right. We got a player, Dr. Jazz, who's playing like straight hot trash. And Jundeo is a rookie in himself, not playing great either. Right? So Sean has a 2-run lead. Marco hits like crap. But again, you just need to accidentally hit a home run and you can win this game. The walk-off. So Sean's got to be careful. Got a couple little power hitters coming up. Let Marco get himself out. Right? That is the way. Getting to 3-7 on the season. There's that swing that you love and see. Right? And again, Sean's not great at turning double plays either. So that's another important factoid as Marco swings another crappy pitch. Sean has to take note of this. Do not throw an unnecessary strike in the zone. There you go. Marco got himself out once again. And again, another solid hitter, but 358 batting average shows that does not know how to use the solid hitter. And he's using him at first base, so the power is there. Once again, swinging at 4 straight pitches out of the zone. Can he make it 5? Nope, lays off it. But Sean, do not throw a strike. Don't do it, buddy. You can get this W. All right, 2-1 count. He might need to get a little closer into the zone if Marco can just bite his tongue. And he can't, but he might just, can he get the lead out? There you go. Making the right decision fast enough to get the out there. Okay, again, Durant, power hitter, extraordinaire. Marco is getting himself out with terrible at-bats. Right? Sean can go to 3-7 on the season. Right? And he's going to get out of it. Sean's throw the freaking ball. Got the sweep. Marco is terrible. Let's go to the next series. All right, we got Jundeo and Dr. Jazz. Super important conference here as Dr. Jazz, Jacques, is straight hot trash. Jundeo is just hot trash, right? So we got a 1-7 versus an 0-6 matchup. This should have been the first series. But hey, kudos to Sean. Sean is now right there on the verge, and I can't wait to get the standings. With that sweep, Sean is getting closer to that 6th spot to get into the playoffs. These two guys right now, Dr. Jazz, no matter what happens, if Justin can get 2 wins, if we can throw a fucking pitch or something, I don't know what's going on. Both these games are in Justin's point of view because, again, Dr. Jacques here. Dr. Jackass? Jacques cannot, for the life of him, know how to send a recording. So, I mean, come on now. What's going on? But Justin gets a hit. There you go. And again, Dr. Jazz playing like trash. But this is a good opportunity for him to get his first win of the season. And again, we have another guy that just can't send a video in, right? That's kind of stupid. Can we get the videos? Can we get the perspectives? Can we get the point of views? Right? And again, we're looking for Justin, man. Let these two renew member. Right? Seattle Mariners super fan. Trying to find a way, man. Trying to get the W's. Right? He's 1-7 on the season. Good eye so far. You gotta like it. Good eye. And again, using Simon on the mound. Dropping a strike in there, 3-0. No green light. Now you got to be looking for that strike here. Don't be overly aggressive. Just key it in. Piped it, and you blooped it. That's what you want to do. Guy throws a strike, you give it to him. Give it back to him. All right, 2 on, nobody out. That's what you want to see. Can Justin get it done? Boom. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was in the lap. That was sitting pretty. That was a 3-run lead right there. 3-run lead. Oh, no, what happened there? Okay, so we're back. That was dumb. All right, Tom, double play ball. Can he beat it out? No. All right, 2 on, nobody out, and he can't pay it after a long delay. Nova coming up. Can we find a way? Can Dr. Jacques get his internet active? That would be a good idea. Someone's trying to get their first win. Someone's trying to get their second win, right? And again, Sean has already got 2 wins against Marco Polo. Marco Polo, Marco Polo, Marco Polo. Strike 3. Nice job there. Way to get it done. All right. Got the speed. Alexander coming up. Off the plate there. Going with velocity here. Nice pitch. Got to change it up. Going the triangle route. Outside, up top, inside, down low. Making a square. Nope. Belt high. All right. 3-1 count. Got to find the zone a little bit here. But it's getting dangerous. High contact. And getting him swinging out of his shoes. And it's a rookie mistake thinking, okay, See, I think if you're going to go green, you got to get into the zone, right? The idea for the green is to be more, use a little bit more control. So now we got speed. This is where you want to go pink, I believe, to slow down the base paths. That's my thought. Going velocity. All right. All right, 2 strikes. This is where they got to shorten up their swing. So see, all right, got the out. That's important. 2 outs. Can we get it around the mountain here? Kevin, swinging that garbage. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. There you go. Okay, that's fine. Inside for a ball. Don't throw an unnecessary strike. There you go. Now go low inside. You're going belt high, low, kind of low. Good. Now you hit him with the outside. Yeah, no, he's going belt high outside. That's fine. He got it done. Nice job there, Justin. It's like kind of what you want to set up the pitches. He did a good job setting pitches up there. Now let's go make him pay. Strike. Oh, triple play ball. Wow. Wow. I don't know what Dr. Jaquez is using here, but someone call a nurse because that is a pitiful excuse for a non-double play, right? You got Tom running to second base. You can't turn the double play on a ball hit right to third. Come on, bro. Justin hopefully makes him pay for that. Does not here, but it's a dribbler. All right, it's a foot race, and Tom is out this time. All right, so made up for it. Justin's got to find the strike zone, my guy. You got to be swinging at strikes here. I don't know how Dr. Jaquez is 0-6 in the season, but you got to send both runners as well. So, Justin, you got to touch Ryan to steal. You get double steal that way, and he's out anyways. This is not good. Dr. Jaquez setting up for a first win of the season. Again, learn to double steal. If you're going to steal with one person on second, steal with the person on first also, which means just tap the person to run on first. It'll automatically make the person on second go also. All right. But now he's in trouble. Runners, of course, on base already. But Gibson is up with that hot fire. Again, got to make sure we got to make the play here. That's a tough pitch to lay off. So good job by Jazz there. This is a dangerous pitch in the zone. Oh, out of the zone. He missed the spot, but strike three. Well done. Good miss. Good miss. Oh, that's not a miss. That should walk it off, but I've got a cannon in the center field. All right, eat it, don't throw. Eat it. Okay. No need to throw there. Got to find a way to double him up somewhere. That's it. Go home. Go one. Rose no arm. Got the double play. Way to get out of the jam. Having a strong center field arm out there does help as well. Keeping things. That's a strike. Ooh, that's a 50-50 ball. Nice strike there. Good pitch. Top of the 11th. Attacking the zone. Swinging at strikes. Can't get mad. A little late on it, though. Attacking the zone. Strike three. There you go. You got to like the fact that he's attacking the zone against the pitcher. What you want. Top 11th inning. You got a chance to hit, so don't be afraid to attack the zone. Right? Again, he's checking for that steal. Learn the double steal. But Rose, high contact. Late again. Got to get a little frustrated when you swing at these strikes and it's a little late. Uh-oh, double play ball. Up, going off and to go for the lead runner. Can't get mad at that. Not mad at getting the lead runner there. Rama, bottom of the 10th hero there, keeping the game intact. Strike. Nope, that's off the plate. And Dr. Jazz gets out of it once again. All right. Clemens recently acquired. Wait a minute. Was dropped for Phoenix, I think. I don't know. Anyways, 2-2 count. Oh, pops him up. And Max not able to fly into the stands there. Gotta find a way. Bottom of the 11th inning. This game is a long one. Again, when you got bad hitting, games tend to be long. Oh, boy. Full count strikeout. Double play candidate. Ball. Strike. Gotta get him chasing waterfalls here. That's a pitch. That's a walk-off. Simon says goodbye. Whoa, game one done. Yikes, didn't see that one coming. Let's go to game two. All right, here we go. Top of the ninth inning. And Dr. Jazz, internet, or whatever, something is just stupid here. This is game two. We got Mueller on the mound. Justin is now 1-8. Dr. Jazz, I believe, has got his first win, 1-6 on the season. And again, with these disconnections, press the freaking button, do something. All right, Dr. Jazz's internet is literally the worst piece of shit I've ever seen, almost worse than his hitting in general. But here we go, finally. I mean, I'm even in game one, I edited out about 5 minutes of just bullshit. And I'm gonna edit out this one, so you're not gonna see the wait I had to make. Kind of fast forward. Miracle of post editing. But Justin's trying to get his second win here. He needs it. Kind of keep track. Both these guys need the second win, right? As they're fighting. As Sean got 2 wins, right, today. So he's 3-7 on the season, I believe is the record, right? Where Sean will be coming up on his bye week pretty soon. But Dr. Jack is, right? Dr. Jazz, 1-6 on the season. Justin is 1-7, right? That'd be 8. No, 1-8. So looking for his bye week coming up pretty soon as well. This is the problem, folks. Got 8 weeks, first half, 16 games, and then you go 8 games in the second half. You got to find a way to get the wins in because 24 games, season, long time. And you got to find a way to get the wins, right? And again, Dr. Jazz here doesn't know how to record and send his link in, which is kind of annoying because that's part of the agreement to play in these tournaments. I would not be surprised if somebody decides to quit. We've already had some of that happen early in the seasons, right? Seeing people quit or, whatever reason can't keep playing, too much stress of the game, under pressure. It's a cartoon baseball game, but, too much stress making you poop a little bit. Not good. All right. All right. 2-1 count. 3-1 count. Again, we're in Justin's point of view. So he's trying to get out of this inning. So hopefully he can get a chance to get the W. But again, you guys see the pattern, right? Typically, games that are going 12 innings is because of bad hitting, right? It's not like these epic back and forth battles, right? It's bad hitting that makes these kind of games go by. People swinging at garbage pitches, just like 12-minute games. They're so like just monotonous and boring. And it's like, come on, somebody make the pitcher throw a strike and then hit the strike. There, get out of that one. Can Justin find a way? Find a way to make this a game end in the ninth. Can we? Clutch hitting. Can we get a clutch hit? Good eye. As Dr. Jazz is using, he used to have James, but he changed him in for Jimmy. Keeping the J's consistent. J. Knuckleball problems. That's a strike. Can't get mad at swinging at it, but knuckleball problems. And curve or fastball coming up. That's a fastball. Piped it. Again, guys, look fastball. This is pretty simple. Jimmy tells you if he's throwing a knuckleball. So if he doesn't, look fastball. Because what happens is the curveball is going to come slower with an arc. So if you look fastball, you're ready for the speed, but then if the arc comes, then you have time to sit there and see where it goes. That's how it works. Baseball. All right. Nice hitting strikes there. What you're supposed to do. All right. Opportunity. Runner on. Hit the strike here. Good eye. Okay. After that first pitch, now let me figure out. Here comes the knuckleball. Up the middle. Good contact hitter. Good timing. Allows it to happen. And now you hit the winning run on third base. This is very exciting. Now, a good contact power hitter. Oh my gosh, dude. You don't need to swing at the ball 10 feet off the plate. Nope. That makes it so much harder swinging at a ball 20 feet off the plate. The ball comes in, and that was just the worst at bat. One of the worst at bats you can ever see, right? And it's all set up by a terrible first swing. That's game over. I'm swinging at that too. So that one I cannot. It's so close. It's on it. Probably meant to throw it for a strike. Oh my God, that was a terrible at bat by Tom. Getting excited, too excited. Good eye there. 2-1 count. Just got to make sure it's in the zone. Right? Knuckleball coming. Nope. Oh, that was a strike. That's tough. Never mind, man. That was in the zone. That's not much you can do there. But what you got to do now is go find a way to get this job done and finish this game. Close out this inning here. Tack in the zone. Tough one there. RPM balls, you want them in the zone, but and that's an RPM ball for Gibson, pretty much. Right. Worst case scenario, there. That's all you want. Worst case scenario, keep it in the infield. Again, the RPM ball sitting there. It'd be nice if they can just fix Mueller where you could pick like 3 pitches to throw. You get 3 RPM balls, right? That would be a better idea where you can use the RPM ball, right, at your leisure 3 times, I would say. Oh, got to go home. All right. Way to get that one. If you can move a little quicker to tag third, throw home, top of the 10th. All right. Got to go home again. That one you couldn't have. Too close, right? You had to get up to come in and then go back and then throw. Back to back, solid lead runner outs. Can he finish it? Or what can Koo do for you? What can Koo do for you? 1-1 count. Can he get out of this jam? Bases loaded, no out jam. Nowhere to put him. He's thinking, uh-oh. Swung right over it. Off the plate. That's a bad pitch. Now he has to come in. That's so far off the plate. He has to come in for a strike, you would think. And he does. And can he get out of it? He does. He came in for a strike. Dr. Jazz, terrible hitting, shows off again. You knew he had to come in for that one. Great 2-seamer right there on the edge. Fantastic. Now can he finish? Good eye. Good eye. Fastball. Look fastball. In the zone, man. In the zone, man. It's still a late swing, too. That's curveball in the zone. Ooh, I'm swinging at that. I'm probably getting out. Good to me. All right. 2-1 count. Good eye. In the zone. Man, I am bad at this. Level 9 is throwing me off. 3-1 count. That's a strike. Opposite field. Does he have the balls to send Tom? No, don't do it. He's going to do it. Tom's going to score. Justin gets the victory. Nice job. Well done. Go to the next series. Okay, here we go. This is a big series here. Sato, 2 Sato members. Celica going back. This is her week 5 setup, right? Week 5. So Celica 3-3 now, has adopted the 2-2 from West Day from week 4. And Nightsight, Nightshade, right? Did he change his roster? The numbers? I don't know. Anyways, he's 4-4. So Two teams that are 500. Again, Nightsight has not had a bye week yet. So what's going to happen is something's got to give, right? They're both 500 records, 4-4, 3-3. So if they split, stay right where they're at, right? 5-5, 4-4. But Celica now have a couple games under her belt, ready to go. Let's get this done. And again, this isn't regular Joe we're dealing with on this one. All right, there you go. Roger coming through on you. Da-da-da-da. Ruth, the Ruth. The Ruth is on fire. But is he? Swinging that garbage. Once again. Quick outs here. Strike two. Getting the quick outs here and getting in the rhythm of a level 9 gameplay. Wow. Backwards K looking at it. All right, Nightsight going with Eric here in game 1. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Again, the trade that happened is after these games were played. I believe Celica now has Chris going for week 6, next week's game. So let's see what happens. And that's a strike. That's wow. Okay, came in a little quicker than you think. Da-da-da-da. That is opposite field. Wow, back to back swinging at strikes here. Interesting dilemma as Emily comes up to the plate here. That ball one. Celica's getting baseball clashed. Gotcha. Is it in the zone with AutoZone? Nope. Gotcha. Picking that cutter again. Curve. Laid off it. Good eye. 3-0 count. Nice to see some plate discipline. Gotcha. Is it in the zone? It is. Game over. Ah, man. Anyways, that's to the window, to the wall. Double, maybe? Nope. Again, a slow roller to the wall, and you 100. I don't get this game, man. You don't let the players that deserve to get doubles. Outfield play. Jackson. Oh, Johnson, excuse me. Johnson. Can we find a way? Ball. Good pitch, but that blue dot came in handy. Runners on the way. Hit and run, and in this 3 outs with balls were hit in the zone. Like, hit me in the head. Right? What's going on here? Gotta find a way. All right. Swinging crazy. And Ruth, not really as that's a triple play ball. Oh, going two. I like this idea. Let's go. Cat and mouse game. Come on. Cat and mouse game. The dangerous, weird Ruth triple play could have been in effect. But Nightsight knows the game too well as well. But can they hit? Leading run is on third base, 2 outs here. Nightsight's not hitting at anything. I'm not throwing him a strike, man. You got 2 bases. No need. All right. Whip it up. Oscar. Ozzy, the Wizard of Oz. Good eye. I'm calling this shot. Oscar's hitting the gap. This should be over. That's it. Not the gap necessarily, but sending her. And called it. Oh! All right, there's the win. Let's go to game 2. All right, here we go. Game 2. Cell's now 4-3 on the season, and Nightsight 4-5. Not a great amount of hitting there. I would say I would say that there was some highway robbery on that last because the ball beat Emily, but still the game gave it to her. And Andy Man can. The Andy Man can. All right. Speed kills, baby. Nice little double there. This is Nightsight's point of view. So this is Sell at the plate here in the top of the ninth inning, leading off with a double. And that's going to get the run in. That's getting the run in. 187 speed has turned in the corner. Early 1-0. That could be it right there, folks. That could be it because you look at how Nightsight hit in that last game. One run could be done. Gotcha. There's three. And Emily Bomb. Didn't even gotcha, but gotcha. 3-0, insurmountable lead. Zell's going to get the sweep. And we got a new player in the TRIFORCE Invitational, a new competitor. I miss West Day. West Day was playing great, I think. But now Zell comes in, bringing a little bit of a different element, a little taste, a little bit of Miami into it. Oscar. Dropping it in there. 3-0, early lead, no outs, one runner on. Top of the ninth, game 2. Strike 2. I like Mayling's fastball, but not here. Dropping the changeup, I look like Oscar keeps it going. The rhythm is on. Going to Miami. Right, laser shot. Little Nerf shot there. First out. Can we add on? Whoa, way out in front. And Jessica down the line. Should be another run scoring there. Got to go 2. No, you don't. Nightsight getting hammered here. Double play ball. All right, got the tag and the tag. All right, this could be quick work. Base off. Let's see how Nightsight swings. Because he was swinging god awful like. That's so embarrassing. 381 average. Auto batter. Not going to happen. Again, auto batters typically stand no chance against a good auto batter versus a good manual batter. Not a good separation. Manual bat's going to get the benefit of the doubt. Strike 2. Letting the strikes go by. Up top, outside. Oh, up top. Doesn't matter. Got the up top part right. But either way, 10 feet over the plate, over the zone, swinging at it. You're not going to win games that way. Down the line, inside, outside. That's a favorite spot for a lot of people against lefties. So, close one. Safe. That's where I look, man. If I got a lefty, I'm looking inside and high right there every time. People think it's a hard place to go, but you look there, again, you thumb angle, that is a tough spot sometimes. All right, off the plate, not a bad idea. Brings it in. There you go. Let the eyes go far. Bring it back in, over the plate. And this should be a run if you, nope, never mind. Still be a run. Got to know how to read the plate, man. People still have a tough time reading. But we're blooping a blast away from a tie game here. Slam range. Slam range. Not quite. 1-2 count. All right, outside and low. Nope. getting the low, and I'm getting the directions, just not like the location, right? High, low, Robinson, gap threat, gap threat. Up, and the old sweeperoo, sell for 2, 5-3 on the season. All right, let's go to the last series. All right, here we go. We have Yay.Area versus SmokeyBear. Series of the week for the TRIFORCE Invitational. SmokeyBear 8-0. All right, Yay.Area 5-1. So this is a big series, at least for Yay.Area, depending on a lot of different things, right? Marco lost 2 games today to Sean. Marco is 5-1 as well, now 5-3. So this is a good opportunity for Yay.Area. Pick up a win at least and be in that second place and have a good shot at home field advantage in that second round of the playoffs. But you pick up 2 wins, right? You pick up 2 wins against Smokey. Go 7-1, he'd be 8-2. No, wait. Yep, 7-1 is 8. Yep, already a bye week. And smokestack. No, not smokestack. Yay.Area getting the double with Dave. Big Dave. Hustle double right there. Nice job. You got to get the early runs on him here in the top of the 9s. We don't got SmokeyBear's POV this week for some odd reason. I have to double check. Maybe it's there. I don't know. But let's see if can get this solid plate discipline and get these runs scored. Because again, 8-0, trying to go back to back in the level 9 competition. That's a strike. And we got it. A silo shot. Kenny, he's going home. Good idea. Yeah, smart move by Smokey. Conceding the run. Right? Too many noobs be throwing home on that, giving up 90 feet. So limit the damage. Attack the zone. Attack in the zone. Where to go? Where to go, folks? Strike 2. Don't get conservative now. No need to get conservative now. 2-2 count. Good eye. Good plate discipline. So far, I like what I'm seeing. Good quality baseball. Tough pitch to lay off. A good changeup. Good smart changeup by Smokey. Don't blame for swinging at that one. But that's if you're laying off that changeup, you're a high disciplined player. So that's a strike. Whoo-wee, you can't let that one go. That curveball is in the zone all day. That's a 3-0 game right there, folks. Nope. That curveball is the one. That curveball was the one. Nope. All right, 2-2 count. Bringing it back in here. Wade in the water. Full count. Full count. Nope. Good pitch. Double play ball. Or not. What? I would love to see Smokies on that one. I would love to see Smokies on that. That was a terrible swing on an obvious ball. Right? Wasn't throwing him a strike there. Tyler, another offensive tool. Let's see if he doesn't tip over a car here. Be nice to see. Didn't Tiger Woods go to rehab for drugs before? He did pop a 0-0-0, so he didn't want to do a urinalysis test, though. So interesting to see what happens to Tiger. That's a strike. That's gone. That's gone. He didn't miss the curveball in that one. That 2-1 was a gone one, but he didn't miss there. He didn't let that one go by. 3-0, Yay.Area, making Smokey work for this one. Bringing the competition to you. That's a strike. And nerfed City. Okay. That's the way you want to see the champion do stuff. Right? 3-0. Okay. Where's he going? All right. There's no reason. There's no reason to do anything magical. I mean, you can have fun with it, but it's the problem with adder, right? I mean, just play straight up when you're up 3-0. Right? No one on base. There's no reason for this unless you're going to pitch inside. Right? You're going to shift the infield, pitch it. Right? They're all at first base, so pitch outside. All right, he's trying to jam him with the fastball inside. Okay. All right, level 9, man. They're slow. Everything's slow. And my point exactly. Single no matter what, but too much action on the other side. You got to pitch. And again, to do this, Garcia adder mix up, I'd rather have adder with some slider pitchers, some two seamers, right? Get some action, right? Still having them all shifted to first base, not ideal, right? Again, Harper likes to hit the ball opposite field. 2-1 count. Again, you're playing with fire, man. Smokey's too good. Oh, there you go. Just playing. Are you playing the lines? There you go. Double play ball. Why are we not going up to the lead runner on that one? All right, Justice coming through. Big bopper. Big bopper. Justice is doing some damage in this league overall. This is where you got a runner on second base. You got a big bopper. You could put the runners. You could put the outfield back a little bit. Justice is not really fast. He's putting the outfield in. No. All right. Well, it worked out. Never mind. What do I know? All right, 2 outs. Let's see if we can get the last out here. And he picked the heat check and didn't use it. All right. There you go. Yay.Area trying to get it done with Garcia. Dropping it in there. Nice pitch location. Now you can go anywhere with this. Staying on the outside. Oh, threw it in the zone. Can't be doing that to the champ, son. You got to go back out. You can't go in the zone after. Nah, it's too close to the zone to go into the zone, right? It's like, oh, that was really close. Anything a little bit in is a strike there. That's where if you're going to do it, you got to go out to set up the next pitch. That's a bad idea, right? You hit a solid location 50-50 ball, getting him to swing at it, and then he's like, that was off the plate. Oh, wait, I'm going to throw it inside now? Come on, bro. And that gets the game. Solid game there. One mistake. Not bad. Let's go to the last game of the series here. Okay, here we go. Game 2, last game of the week for everything. Good game right there. Pretty good play discipline, good pitching overall. And SmokeyBear, we don't have his POV. He's going to be leading off here as we switch over to Josh, and he doesn't. I don't know what's going on. There we go. We're locked in. Going with the shift to third base this time. Again, I'm just thinking, like, why? Are you going to be throwing breaking balls in? Right? Throw the breaking balls in side. That's the exact opposite. Throwing a fastball, okay, throws it off the plate. That's good. But you got to throw breaking balls in. Now, a slide. See, an outside changeup that's going to be not typically pulled, right? Might be hit back to the pitcher. Fine. But got him swinging. You don't need a shift when you're not going to hit the ball at all. All right, there we go. Come on, dude. Hit the button, bro. Hit the button, Smoke. All right, shifting to first base. Again, Harper, solid when she hits the ball opposite field, right? That's the skill. The extra power comes in. Distance when it goes the opposite way. Nice getting that fastball through. 1-1 count. Go playing straight up. Dropping it in there. There you go. All right. Wasted slider. It's good. Setting up something here, Hope. What is he setting up? Oh, fastball jam. That's what he's hoping for. Too much off the plate on that one. You got to be a little bit closer. Not afraid to throw the heat there, in my opinion. That's how you beat a shift. Hit it over their heads. Going for 2 on this. Dangerous double attempt. Out. Harper, not known for her wheels. So playing a little reckless. Smokey now 8-1 on the season, and Area 6-1. So a good opportunity, right, to really, again, if Area wins this, he is now going to be in first place at that 7-1 mark, putting Smokey at 8-2, winning percentage wise, right, and 2-game lead. So this is really important game for who is going to be home field advantage. There's still a long ways to go in the season, folks. What, get these little victories early on, they kind of add up. Oh, strike 3. Cannot hit Josh at all. Ooh, Fernandez comes up. Big Dave with the way to an opportunity to walk it off here. And you don't, again, lefties look for that inside up top fastball right there. Right? That's off the plate. So he threw it off the plate on purpose. That's what I'm looking fastball. When your lefties are up, that's the spot to look. But it's in the zone, and he still cranks it. Crank that soldier boy. You! Dave with another hustle double. Back-to-back games. Hustle doubles. Now 180 feet away from a victory and a sweep. Boom. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, looking at that fastball, but that was, that's fast. Sometimes, man. Nope. Ah, okay. Letting some good pitches go, man. That's tough. When you let the good pitches go, you become like a little speechless. Like you got the winning run, scoring position, right? Again, people like to attack that in zone, that unnatural thumb movement, right? And you're missing by a mile here, which means you're narrowing the sight once you have to throw a strike, right? Again, it kind of like, oh, far, far. Now the ball anywhere inside that is a strike, right? And swinging at that kind of resets things. But now you got the corners. You should have an idea of the corners. There you go. That's setting up the ball. All those blue dots, right? They kind of laser an image in your head. So once you kind of throw balls, it makes it easy to kind of narrow in on a strike, which I say that and let the strike go by. Game over. God, dude, are you going to use Tua or just have him on your team? Are you going to use his bat or just is he there for like looks? Well, you tell me. Yes. It's what are you doing? You're just using what is Tua for? Bat him ninth or something. If you're gonna do that, just bat him ninth. Letting strikes go by. Game over. There we go. There we go. Game over. Uh-oh. 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 Tag it. He didn't score. No! You don't need the double. That's the oh man, if Smokey wins this game, that is a stupid game right there. You don't need to go 2 there. The game is already over. You gotta oh my god, dude. I'm hoping Smokey wins this one now. This stupidity, right? You don't swing at a strike with Tua, and then you get a clear walk-off, but you get a little cocky and you try to get the double. You don't need it. You just need to score 1 run. I'm hoping Smokey wins this game now. 10-0. That's what I'm hoping for. Walks, Victor. All right, here we go. That's just pitiful, man. EG up to the plate. Smokey deserves to win this game now. That was the dumbest play. One of the dumbest things I've seen. Just not knowing the situation. Even if like even if you notice the ball is coming in, tag play, all right, you can go back and avoid the tag so the run scores. That's terrible baseball, man. Played a good game so far, pitching a good game, and you do a knucklehead. That's what changes champions from guys that are just good. The mental errors in the game, right? The mental errors. Like a wide receiver dropping the ball at the 1 inch line, right, before scoring a touchdown. Double play ball. All right, there it goes. Okay, Smokey, let's see if he can close it up here. That was so dumb. But Russell comes up, got runner in scoring position. The contact is up to 140. Trying to get him to roll over that. Ooh, off the plate a little bit. I'm staying outside. I'm not throwing a strike here. I'm staying outside. He goes inside. Yeah, triple play. Uh-oh. 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 Triple play. And you got him rolling over. You lose on stupidity. Okay, here's the Discord spot. So SmokeyBear and Yay.Area got the split. That should have been a sweep, but Yay.Area deserved to lose. And even losing on that triple play made that much more enjoyable. So Smokey goes to 9-1 in the season. Yay.Area at 6-2. Right? Regular Joe is at 5-3, tied with Marco at 5-3. Right? West Day, which is actually Celica, is now 5-3 also. All right, really important. Nightsight moves down to 4-6. All right, in the bottom. Okay, that's super important. Nightsight's at 4-6. Sean is at 3-7. Justin is at 2-8. Dr. Jack 1-7 on the season. So big ups there. I don't think we have schedule for week 6 available yet. So not yet. Check out the MVP ladder for Triforce through weeks 3 and 4. Justice, again, he is the bombsicle man right there, getting it done. Ibrahimovic for regular Joe doing some dirt. And then Murray for Nightsight doing some dirt as well to high batting average. So, guys, this is getting pretty interesting. Tune in next week. And as always, thank you for watching another Lefties 2 broadcast. We'll see you next time.